and welcome to Lightwaves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, and other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Streamlight. This is the Dualie Intrinsically Safe 3AA powered flashlight. You can find these on sale for Amazon for around $29. I got the Day-Glow Yellow. Awesome. Love it. They also have a black version as well for a few bucks more. I'll have links down below if you're interested. I was looking for a polymer body flashlight and I got this. I figured it would be worthy, and it is. Thing's amazing. I'm very happy to have it. So let's check it out. Streamlight. Comes packaged real nice. They're advertising 245 lumens combined modes. So pretty much a low power flashlight, but it's all you need. Especially for walking, working around the house. So it comes with 3 AA batteries. It has the Division 1 hazardous handling, which is nice. And I'll have a sheet I'll bring out to show you guys exactly which ones it qualifies. So there you go. Because some of you need one of these for work, and you'll have the information you need. There's that. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up, take it out, and talk about this flashlight. Yeah, so polymer body. Right away I thought about Streamlight. I knew they had them. They have quite a bit. Here we go. I'll set that down there. I'm going to go ahead and set this off to the side. So yeah, you get the batteries included, which is fantastic. Let's go over dimensions. 7 inches long. We have a head diameter of 1 3/4 inches. We have a body thickness of 1.5 inches. I'll post millimeters there for you guys. Weight, we have 193 grams with alkaline batteries, and if you're using optional ultimate lithium batteries like these energizers that they do recommend using, will lighten the load up to 167 grams, or down to 167, saving up almost an ounce, which is fantastic. If you're using this to tune a radio, which you might, bigger radio, I mean, to be honest with you, this is a large flashlight to tune a radio with, but if you are, or you're stuck in the dark and you're tuning away, expect no RFI on either mode, which is fantastic. So it's a constant output, which is something I like. So there it is. Let's do a size comparison. The Streamlight Dualie, we have an 18650. I always have this on my bench. The Through Night TC15 version 3. Everyday carry 18650s are nice. And then we have a D-cell battery. Cool. I don't have anything quite like this, so those are my comparators. And then, of course, I have a deck of cards here. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He wants a Streamlight Dualie in each hand. He's Iron Man. Alright, hold on a second. Let's see. Give you an idea for the size. Try to hold that up there. There you go. Cool. Alright, nice. So features of the Streamlight Dualie 3AA. So let's go down the line. First of all, as you can see, the body. I was talking about the polymer body. The polymer resin is impact and chemical resistant, which is fantastic. Up front here, we have our lens, polycarbonate lens on the front and bottom here, which is nice to have. They say it's unbreakable, but things can break, you know that. But less likely to break, which is a good thing. Smooth reflector on the front main light definitely gives you a good spot and a nice fill. And I'll show that to you in a couple of pictures in the garage I took. Giving the spot and the fill. I took 2 separate pictures to get an idea of what you can expect, which is nice on that. Down in there we have our LED. It doesn't look monstrous because it's not putting out a lot of power, which is fine by me. This flashlight's just for everyday work, walking around outside. This actually makes a great walking flashlight. A few people like the idea they can light their path with the bottom light and see what's ahead with the spotlight at the same time. Showcase that in a second here. Very cool. But they're the they call them white C4 LEDs. I believe they're Cree LEDs. They used to be something else way back in the day, but they're probably using Cree now as they change. They never really give the exact manufacturer, but it's a cool white. Tends to the blue side, if you're wondering. Probably a CRI of around 70, if that means anything for you guys. Cool setup here is on some models it has a locking lug design. If you can see this is how you get into the flashlight, unscrew the front. You can see there's a little hole here. didn't know what that was at first, but I'm thinking, I think it locks the flashlight because it has these little teeth on the top of the flashlight. So what it does is it keeps it from opening up on you. And then you'd have a locking pin. Now certain models have it. This model does not have the locking pin, but certain models do. So let's go ahead and open this up, show you what's on the inside. So the cap comes off here, and this whole insert comes out. And this is how you change the batteries. There's your 3AA batteries in the whole unit here. As you can tell, it's all one piece. They don't want you to touch the reflector. Put your batteries in. There you go. That's how that goes. And then this is the body. Again, very simple setup. That fits right down back in there. Whoops. Gotta line it up. Okay. Gives polarity on the batteries so you don't get those in backwards. But yeah, that's it. It's got a gasket on here. It gives us a nice little water proofing and dust proofing. IP67, dust proof and waterproof. 1 meter for 30 minutes. Not bad. Since that's your main point of entry there and the 2 switches. Nothing else for water intrusion, except those areas probably most likely behind this lens or these switches here. Would be likely where water might come through. But yeah, IP67 is not bad at all. So yeah, what else can we talk about with this thing? Yeah, it's got this really cool locking clip here. If you look, it sits flush. Yeah, like part of the handle. It is. It's really comfortable to hold. And it flips up here. It has a hook, keep it from coming loose. And it won't snag here when it's in the closed position. And you can even has a little thumb switch, or thumb little lever there to grab onto and pull it up. I like that. Looking good there. It has some writing here, micro writing, if you can make that out. Intrinsically safe flashlight for use in hazardous locations. And there's some of the ratings right there, if you can make them out. I'll bring out a piece of paper to show more on that and what this is rated for. But it is cool that it's printed on there. There's some more approval. This is for methane air mixtures only, this particular flashlight. Again, for those looking for a flashlight like this. And there's the approved batteries. There's some batteries they don't want you using in here. Okay, I'm guessing they don't want you using like rechargeable batteries. They don't mention that at all. So, for safety reasons. But if you're using it at home, I think you can use whatever you want. But there's that. Cool. There's switches. Neat setup here. Okay, this is neat. The main light is momentary, so you can like signal with it, or just lightly press on gloves. You can see it's got this thumb spot. It's easy to use with gloves. It's raised up a little bit, and of course you can click it to leave it on. And it's just one mode. Simple. There's our spot. Nice throw to this light, and you can see it's got this nice spill here. I'll show that to you in those pictures. And of course we have the bottom light here. I'm gonna see if I can get my color back. Color gets wonky. All right. And our bottom light here lights up like an area flood, which is really cool. This is pretty powerful, this floodlight. And again, you'll see pictures of that in action too. That does not do momentary though. No momentary for the bottom light. It's just on or off. Top one, you got a silent momentary, which is pretty handy. I like that. To click it on all the way, or at night if you're walking around the house with it, you don't have to make any noise to turn it on, which is fantastic. So there's that there. Tail has a spot for a lanyard. They don't give you a lanyard, but it's nice that it's there. I like having lanyards. Probably take one off a radio I don't use. I do have quite a few radios, as you guys know, who watch this channel. Again, 140 lumens on each one, of course, and talk more about that. Division 1. Let's bring out the sheet. I'm going to put this aside here. I printed this off the website. You can download this. This is the important part. Runtime. If you look right here, I think this is the one we want. They have a laser one. We have the regular one right here. If you look, that's how you can expect it to run. It starts at 140 lumens. And for the first 9 hours, it looks like it drops about 50%. And then looks like down to 16-hour runtime. Let's see here. We're at 18-hour runtime. Yeah, 18-hour runtime. You'll be at about 10% of initial start value. So you're on 14 lumens. If you're running both lights, you can see it starts at 245, and it really comes down sharp and fast. And around the 6-hour range, you're around halfway there. And then at 10%, you're at 9 hours at 25 lumens. So I like how they show the curves like that. That's nice. There's your divisions. If you're buying this flashlight for safety reasons, for work, That's what it's approved for. Class 1, Class 2, Division 1. Groups, you can see them all there. I don't have to read all that to you. Now, that makes sense to me, but hopefully it makes sense to you. Okay, there you are. And yeah, we'll go over, I think I went over everything here in case I missed anything. Like I said, they do have a laser version, which is cool. And they have one with a magnetic clip. This is the standard clip, which makes it lighter, of course. And then, of course, the ATEX model. It's an anti-static body and has that retained face cap lock, which I was showing you. So nice. All right, so we're done with that sheet. Let's go ahead and head to the garage, show the pictures, do a quick desktop demo, and then do final thoughts on this flashlight. So let's go ahead to the garage and show you what this thing can do. So here I am, 15 feet away from the garage door. The light's on its normal mode spot. It's 140 lumens. Again, expect 18-hour runtime, down to initial 10% of the initial output value, and expect a throw of 171 meters. It's a good walk-in light. Next, I wanted to show the edge of the spot, so I aimed it up, and so the camera picked up the spill off the spot, which is nice. So you get the edge, and this looks really nice. It really has a nice wide range, so if you're walking with this light, you can see edge to edge pretty nice with it. Now we're on flood. The bottom mode is 140 lumens, again 18 hours to 10%, and expected 18 meter throw if you're using it to inspect something, but you're not going to be inspecting something at 18 meters typically. But this is lighting it up from 15 feet away again, looking good. And then I took a picture, like we were working on the car. Here's a car wheel, 6 feet away, using the flood beam. Again, 140 lumens, expect 18 hours of work time. It's perfect. So let's head back to the table. Here we are. Do a quick demo. I'll bring this up a little bit. Big flashlight. All right. So we'll go ahead and we'll turn on the flood. And we'll turn this off. This just gives you an idea, like if you're sitting at the desk, what you can expect. Lights are out. And you have area lighting. This is fantastic. If you can find a way to prop this up on something, off a table, off a shelf, you got yourself some nice overhead lighting. I like this nice even lighting. And it's what it looks like in person. Not too harsh. Again, it's a cool white. It's got a bluish tint to it, but not too bad. Definitely cool white though. Let's bring another deck of cards, give you an idea. For color rendering. I think my camera is automatically rendering it. In person, it looks a little bit more blue. Okay, now we'll switch to turn off the bottom light and go to the main spot. So here's our spot. So you can see the spills quite a bit. So looking at the spill, bringing in the spot. It's got a nice pinpoint spot here. I'm about 4 feet off the table, giving you an idea. And there's our spill at close distance. Of course, aim at the ceiling. It does average for lighting up a room, probably a small room. So it would look good but in a bigger room, you're not going to see a whole lot. But otherwise, not bad for walking. Like I said, they got both flood and spot at the same time. They kind of run together, especially while you're walking. If you can imagine walking down the street. You get the idea. It's pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and turn the lights back on. Yeah, I just want to give you an idea what that looks like in the dark. Live on video. Okay, turn the lights back on. All right. Bottom light off. Okay, let's go ahead and bring this back on down. Do final thoughts on the Streamlight Dualie Intrinsically Safe 3AA powered polymer flashlight. $30. It represents kind of a premium price for people would call plastic flashlight, but it's not really plastic. It's intrinsically safe poly resin. This would be good, working around the area where you're worried about spark. I would like to have this. This is pretty important. Again, this is perfect for around the house. You can find it real easy with this color. If you threw it in the drawer, threw it in a toolbox, you're going to find this flashlight right away. Even as it gets dirty, it's still going to show yellow, which is nice. But I'm sure this grip here will definitely pick up grease in that pretty quickly. So I'll see you be washing this down quite a bit. But yeah, really good build. Pretty happy with that. Anything else I can say about the flashlight? We talked about it. It's great for night walking. I'm going to take this out. I mean, I usually use a higher power 1000 lumen flashlight, but I'm always using it on like 300 lumens or 200 lumens. So I'm thinking this is fine. And I love the idea of lighting where my feet are going. With that flood, this is really nice. That bottom light, and then I have the main light if I need to see what's ahead of me. This is nice when there's nobody walking towards you. Like I said, my flood on, the ground level one, so I can see what's around my feet so I don't trip on anything. And I don't have to worry about spotting somebody while they're walking their dog towards me. That helps. But yeah, I really like it. Good setup, nice, nice build quality, like I mentioned. I'm going to get a lanyard. I do like to have a wrist lanyard, so I'm holding it. Plus, you got the lanyard around your arm there in case you drop it or bump into something. You're not going to drop the flashlight, which is good. But yeah, and I like the idea it runs on standard AA batteries, which we all have a ton of these things. I know I do. I don't know about you guys, but I have a stockpile. I'm ready for anything. Definitely. Oh yeah, I never showed you. Here's the radio. Turn on the radio.
Kid Radio Network Nuggets cruise in this one. 126 to 97.
So no RFI whatsoever.
Denver, longest streak by any
See how dusty my radio is.
18 and 3 at home, tied for the best in the NBA with the Grizzlies.
Here's the main light.
21-point pedestrian numbers, but he was out by midway in the third quarter because the Nuggets were well in control of.
So you could use it, definitely use the flood for tuning a small radio like this on the bench. There you go. Turn it off. All right, cool. So yeah, forgot to do that. I always like to demo my radio on the internet. It's a radio channel. And I think flashlights fit it well, definitely. So the Streamlight Dualie 3AA, does it get a recommended buy? Well, if you want something of this size, the price and for what it is, I like the company, and yeah, it's worth the $29 to me. To recommend it to somebody else, it just depends on their needs. If you need resin-bodied flashlight, definitely worthy. If you need an aluminum flashlight, you might find yourself buying something like this for around $35-40. I think this one here is more money because it's a high output version, but you can pick up 18650s all day long for around $20. But maybe you want something different. Maybe you want something that's less likely to get dented or break dropping. This might be the one to get. You want something with standard batteries. Again, this might be the one to get for you. So there you are. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like if you did. 2, if you like Streamlight products, you want to see more, hit subscribe at the bell icon, get notified of future videos. I do like the brand. I'm going to keep buying their flashlights. They are more expensive, but they do represent some nice quality. I've never had one fail on me. If you guys have, let me know. But my little Streamlights, I usually have like the little ones, AAA powered. I have the Stylus Pro and the Micro Streams, and I've had those for years, and they've ran perfectly fine. So very happy with the quality of this company. And 3, comment below what you think about this particular Dualie 3AA version. Does it fit what you think would be cool in an everyday flashlight, around the house, on a walk, at work? Let me know. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you in my next video.